Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy, and I'm doing another little update on my website for Crochet Rocks, for Hobby Rocks. I couldn't call it Crochet Rocks because it involves lots of other hobbies as well. So I came up with the name Hobby Rocks. So forgive me for my little blooper. Anyway, I did a little video like this some time ago, but things have changed on the site. And a couple of people have said that they are finding it hard to find certain things. So I figured I'd do another one. So basically this is the home page. And from there you can more or less get everywhere. So can we see it? Yes, here's my cursor. So the home page is here. And it starts, if you're on a PC, it'll look like this. Obviously it looks different on a smaller screen. It looks different on an iPad or tablet, and it looks different on a phone. But predominantly we have menus up here. Now these menus are currently being worked on. Some of them have a little drop down. I'm not going to have humongous drop downs. Well, I don't think I am, because I find them annoying. There's a few sites that I have to use regularly, and they have what's called a mad menu, and it just pops up and completely covers the screen. There are some yarn websites that have done that, and they really do annoy me when they overtake the screen like that. So for some reason my gimbal's wonky, and I have noticed that when I first got it, that it is a bit wonky, but you're not really missing out on a great deal. I can't get it all in either, so I don't know why it's wonky. I keep trying to write it, but I think it's just a fault with it. Anyway, it's not too bad for what I normally use it for. So looking at the screen then, we've got the home, we've got a yarn button. Now this doesn't really come into its own just yet. If I click on it, it will bring up yarn, but it will just bring it up in a big line like this. There are filters, but there's not that much going on the filters at the moment, so it will bring up super chunky if I need to find. This is annoying. Why are you wonky? No, go the wrong way. So it will bring up super chunky if I get rid of that and I choose, I don't know why acrylic isn't amongst that. I'll have to get Chris to remove it. But if say not all of the sizes are there, we are working on these filters, so at the moment they're not really part of the functionality, but the yarn will just be in a big list. Now this is how I used to display the yarn. So this retwist, for instance, is chainy cotton, and it is a cake by Retwist. It's recycled yarn, really nice recycled yarn. Now normally speaking you would get just one picture, click on it and it will bring them all up, but when they were first uploaded, this is how it looked. So you can see, you can quick buy and add to basket. Now the James C. Brett Flutterby has been changed already, and most of them have. So now you just get one picture, which unfortunately is blue, but you get one picture, and then this says select options. So when you click it, it will bring you up to this page. Now pretty soon along here we'll have all the options available for that particular colour, but for now they're on this drop down here, and Chris is going to work on the drop down as well so that it remains open. And you can see that we've already got baby blue, we've got pink, lemon, multicoloured pastel. It's very pretty. Oh, I should go up a bit, shouldn't I? It's hard to get the whole thing in with this gimbal. Rose pink, very nice colour, rose pink, and the sky blue. Look at that, wow. And white. So at the moment, this is how you navigate around these variable products. They're variable because there's different colours in them. When we first uploaded them, it was like this. They were just one, and that just means there's lots and lots and lots of pages to scroll through. Now, for some reason, this Jenny Watson should be showing as a variable product, but it isn't. So there's still a couple that need working on. But for instance, there we have the King Cole Beaches select option. This is not done as variable, add to basket. And sometimes you will find them where they add to basket because they're not, there's not that many of them. So for instance, there's only one at the moment of Hayfield. So that's kind of how you work your way from the top menu for a yarn. It's not the best yet, so it's not the way I recommend. But a lot of the others, that we've got crochet hooks. You click on that, it will bring up all of the crochet hooks. As you can see, if you look over this side, the filter is wrong. It's still showing a yarn filter. So, you know, it doesn't apply. Chris is working on those now. So if we go back to the home button, under crochet hooks, you will get branded options. Knitting needles is exactly the same, but if we go down to patterns, you can filter it by crochet or knitted. If you go to hobbies, you can filter it by diamond painting and cross stitch. Just move along. It's very annoying, but these buttons do work, but the filters are not yet done. That's the only word I can come up with. Completed. So we've got 3 big buttons underneath there. We've got crochet kits, mystery boxes, which most of you have found, and accessories. T, small button, and jigsaws on a small button. There used to be 5 big buttons. These ones are going to be 4, so they'll be like in a little square. And one of them will definitely be special offers, I think. And the other one, I did mention it the other day, but we're getting there anyway. So then we have a carousel, and this does move, although it doesn't seem to be moving at the moment, but it does. And this comes around like a wheel. It's possibly that I'm on here and it's not really, I'm working on the site, so maybe it's just not moving. I need to change this blurb to explain what's in the carousel, and I can change to lots of different other carousels, so I can have different yarn and some crochet hooks and all sorts of things come along there. So at the moment, this is how this page is looking. In between these big buttons and this carousel, we may put up some blocks. Not really sure how it's going to work yet. But these are the brand buttons, and we start off, we have Stylecraft and King Cole, Wendy, James C. Brett, Peter Pan, and Robin. So this is how I recommend you look for yarn at the moment, because it's more predictable that you'll get what you want to find. It's only really because a lot of people found the site before it was actually finished and started ordering, so it's quite a big job to do the filters, and that's one of Chris's priorities. So if you click on the Stylecraft, it will then bring up all of the Stylecraft yarns, and again, this one, there's just one of them, so it just says add to basket. I haven't bought many of those yet, but I might get some more. But if, for instance, you look at the cabaret, the Stylecraft cabaret at the side, you've gone back to select options. It doesn't mean that that's all there is. You select the options and you'll find lots and lots of other colours. As I said, what down here will be all the other pictures, but we've got Dragonfly, which is that one, Midnight Hour, which I absolutely love. I come down a little bit, there you go. Ocean, which is dreamy, absolutely. Rainbow, bright and cheerful. Rainforest, which is lovely, and my absolute favourite, Underwater Rainbow. So there you can see, you can choose your options with the yarn. So I'm going to hit the back button and it will take me back to all the Stylecraft page. So that's kind of how I recommend, if you want to find yarn, if you want to find King Cole, it will bring up all of the different options for King Cole. But remember, these pictures are just one picture. There are other varieties underneath, unless some of them are just one-offs, because this is my clearance. As you can see, it's sale prices. Which brings me up here to the main menu, back up here again. Now, we've got budget yarns, Now, budget yarns are going to be all yarns that are in here that are under £2.50. Then I consider them a good budget range. Even the Paintons DK is £2.10. James C. Brett 1.99 for Baby Aaron, Special Aaron, Signet Kaleidoscopes 2.49. So all of the yarns that are under that 2.50 will be on here. So obviously that one has come up because it's in the clearance. So then we go to sale, and everything that's got a sale price will appear there regardless of what it is. And you can scroll through those. Some of you have found them already and have been ordering from them. So kind of that's it really. So if you wanted to find, I'm scrolling, sorry, I should go back to, bear with the very speedy thing. I should have gone back to home first and I didn't. So yeah, the mystery boxes are there. I did ask Chris to look into how I can get maybe a little text box that would pull through. So if you wanted to say something to me like, please no wool, I'm allergic, or something along those lines. But we're not sure how that will work, if we can do it. So down here again with the brand buttons, we've got Tulip, we've got Riolis. I hope that's how you pronounce it. They're all the cross stitch and diamond paintings. We've got Sheepies, as I like to call it. We've got Furls, Tulip and Clover over here. So they're all there, all the brand buttons. So it's easy to find the brand you're looking for. Or you can just browse the whole lot by hitting the yarn button and you'll just browse all the way through. I'm not quite sure. Somebody said that when they click on it, they only get 5. The only thing I can think of is that they clicked on a brand where I have 5 varieties. Obviously, I'm building this up as I go. It's not the definitive end list of companies and yarn that I'll be putting on here. I had to do it kind of gradually, but I mean, I've actually got quite a lot already. So that's how you navigate around. Now up the top here you'll find this news and updates. Looked a little bit different yesterday because Chris is working on a way of making that a button. But if you click on that, that will take you to the blog posts. Now they're not all blog. This one is who we are. So who are we? It's a little bit about where this came from. Latest products. At the time I'd added a new range from Stylecraft and King Cole. Sorry, my voice is going a bit croaky. I don't quite know why. And these are the coming soon. So the next coming soons for me were Red Heart, Rico and Lily. You can click more to read more. And Chris is going to work on the fact that we want these to be the same size because at the moment they're going in steps. But my newest idea, which I haven't run by him yet, is to have one of these, maybe have them smaller so we can have a few on a page. And one of them will be links to blogs. There'll be a link to one blog already coming up soon, as soon as I've spoken to him about it. And maybe if you want your site or your blog on there, then just let me know and we can arrange that. So that's it, basically. That's how you work your way around the site. Just bearing in mind that some of these top menus are not done. They're in the process of being done. It's just, as I said before, my site was found and had orders before it was actually finished, which is not a bad thing because it's enabled us to work through some issues that only people when they use it will find, and it's also enabled us to improve things, to put things right, and to get it finished a bit quicker, because there's nothing like necessity that drives you. So now we know we need to get it done. We are getting it done a little bit quicker. So that's not a bad thing that people did find it. Now at the bottom, we've got the About Us, the contact and everything else, your account when you set one up, and all that. So if you go to the contact, then it does bring up a little contact form to fill in. So that's kind of it. At the moment, I think the best way to go is with these brand buttons. So if we click on the Clover, there'll be quite a lot of different things. It will incorporate crochet hooks, knitting needles and accessories all in the one place. And I did actually explain to Chris, it's bringing up some Knit Pro stuff for some reason. I don't know why, But there you can see he's also working on the styling to make the pictures the same size, so the blurbs will be the same size and the buttons will be in line. But it all takes a bit of time. So anyway, I hope this has helped you out, because I had a few people that were saying that they couldn't find yarn, or they were having trouble finding a few things. I think, to be honest with you, it's quite user friendly. I've not had too many people say they find it difficult, but whenever I do get a bit of feedback, I pass it on to Chris so that he can rectify it. But at the moment, it's basically these top menus that are not quite finished. They're kind of working, like they bring up the budget yarn, they bring up the kids crafts, which, as you can see, there's quite a lot of different bits and pieces for kids on there, so it brings up those things. But still, on this side, you'll find that first little filter that got put in, it's not even really a functioning one yet. It was just one to put as a place marker, if you know what I mean. So it will become a more detailed filter. I sent Chris a list of all of the pages and all of the filters that are needed on each page, but obviously it's going to take him a little while. So the accessories, this is another one that will change. It will change because there are so many different, let me get this in the right place, there are so many different things that class as accessories. So I want that to filter into not just crochet hooks, but as you can see there, we've got some darning needles. It's coming up over one side because of this big blurb, which needs changing over here because it's making it very narrow. So otherwise you could get quite a lot on one page. So we've got lots of different crochet hooks. We've got those rainbow oil slicky type scissors that I use, darning needles, measuring tapes. That's a cool one. That's a keyring measuring tape, and you press on what looks like a little eye there and it zooms back in. We've got stitch markers and stitch holders. I've got some stitch markers, but I don't know where I've put them. We've got some embroidery hoops and all the knitting needles then, and crochet hooks and interchangeables, and there's lots. And this is an I-cord knitter. It's kind of cool. It's by Tulip. And then we've got needle gauges, all different colours. That should be up as a variable product, and you just choose your colour. And then there's the knitting needle point protectors. So there, as you can see, there's lots of things that go in the bracket of an accessory. So I need that to be filtered somehow, whether it's just a little drop down like these are. I don't want massive ones. I find they completely annoy me when I'm looking around a site. And one of the worst I find is Wool Warehouse. If I've ever been on Wool Warehouse, then as soon as I get on there, I move my mouse slightly, wham, everything is obscured by this giant thing that comes over the like mad menu. So I really don't want that situation on my site. I don't like it. So but I do need, so if we've got patterns at the moment, I don't have a lot of patterns, so it's easy to display them by clicking patterns. But if you wanted it specific, then that, I think that's kind of enough. Once you get into knitting patterns, then you can, once I've got lots of them, you can click children's, babies, adults, men, women, that sort of thing. So yeah, we'll get into those realms should I get a lot of patterns. But at the moment, I've only just dipped my toe in the water of patterns. So yeah, it's work in progress. But I thought every now and then I'll do like a little update to show you how things have changed. Now, I've got a feeling that the carousel is being worked on by Chris as we speak, because it usually does move for me and it's not. So I think he's doing some work on the carousel at this precise moment. But I hope you like it so far. We also have accessories accessible up here. And as you can see, accessories are accessible. Accessories accessible. I'm really struggling to get my mouth around that one. But yeah, it's accessible here as well. So a lot of these things can change over time. So I will do various updates, but I hope it's helped those of you that needed a little bit of assistance getting around the site. And I'm sorry that it's I was zoomed in a little bit there, but I don't think it makes a great deal of difference to trying to get it in, because this is such a big screen. I like to work with a really big screen. I'm not one of these people that can bear a little bitty screen. As I've got older and my reading vision, I do wear occasionally some little reading glasses. These ones have got little diamonds on the side. I do wear them from time to time, but they give me a headache, so I don't like to. So I like a nice big screen, and that way I get, be able to see it all. So that is a little update on Hobby Rocks. It's been very good so far, very successful, and a good little project to work on. I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and so I'm really going to be bringing you lots more stuff as well. So and if anyone has any suggestions of things they'd like to see on it, then please let me know. I can't say I'll accommodate everything, but it will give me some ideas, which is never a bad thing. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.